Good morning and welcome to day 33 of the Florida Trail Thru-hike northbound 2025. I had a nice evening here. Got a little cool in the evening, just made sleeping very comfortable. We're doing 23 miles to Mills Creek North tent site or campsite. And so I did a little bit of strategizing with the Far Out Guide last night, and so it looks like the thunderstorms are going to be here, not tomorrow, but the next day. So when we wake up tomorrow, we got a road walk into town, and if I got a hotel, it wouldn't really help me. It would only help me for the morning the next day when we get the rain. So I think I'm going to end up taking a Zero, and what I'm going to do is, on that road walk, there's a church on the south side of town. So I think I'm going to stay at the church for one night, and then I'll get up in the morning or late morning, and I'll go get a hotel room in town. And then I'll have, basically between the church and the hotel, I'll have shelter from the thunderstorms and stuff. And there's places like McDonald's where I can use the Wi-Fi if I need to. So that's kind of the plan. It's a little bit after 7. Weather looks pretty good. It's pretty cool out right now. So I'm ready to go. So let's hit it. Is that really holding the whole thing up? All right, this water is flowing out of the Sawanakuchi Spring. It says it helped the residents of Ellaville use this fresh water. And here's on the other side. And this water, boy, I mean, you could see it. It's really flowing fast. So, okay, so back to hiking. We're about to cross Highway 90, and I talked to a trail maintainer that I ran into, and he basically said they haven't cleared from 90 down to the road walk, which is like 9 miles, which is basically the stretch I need to get to my campsite. So I'm going to do the red line. I'll see how bad it gets. There is a blue line. It's like a high water route. So, I don't know. I might have to like cut out on some forest roads or like just bushwhack out to an easier passage if the going gets too tough. So anyway, we'll see how this goes. I filled up 2 liters, so yeah, that's what I got going forward. So I just got some good news. I ran into a southbounder. 3 Liter is his trail name. And he literally just came out of this and said it was fine all the way through. So that's great news. Yeah, we got basically 9 miles to camp, and it's a 1:15, so I don't know, call it 4 o'clock and we'll be there. So that's good news. And there's also, he said there's a, what is that? There's a hiker hostel right by the Midway Church, so I guess I have 2 options tomorrow to stay. So have to look into that. All right. Heading northbound. The river is quite wide right here. This is the river. This is where you come down and get water from. Right there, right in that corner. Picnic table's right up this little hill. But boy, it's beautiful out today. It's sunny, breezy. Man, it's beautiful. All right, day 33 of the Florida Trail northbound Thru-hike 2025 coming to a close. I'm at Mill Creek North campsite. It's a beautiful spot. There's just not really many real true tent sites, you know, to pitch a tent. So, I mean, my tent's fine where it is. This is, you know, there's drive-up traffic, so it's not the best. So, I don't know, it's a Tuesday night, so we'll kind of hope for the best. We're right along the river here. As I showed you before, that's where I got water down there. Just a beautiful spot. So tomorrow, we're only doing 10 miles, at least right now. That's my sort of plan. 10 miles to the Midway Church. There is a comment, it's a week old, that says there's emergency relief people on site at the church. What they're there for, I'm not sure. Maybe it was for the snowstorm that happened a couple weeks back. I don't know. But if that's a problem, then I'll look into that hiker hostel that doesn't seem to be in the guidebook anywhere. Apparently that one hiker, 3 Liter, he just saw a sign on the road and went there, and it worked out for him. So that's an option. Yeah. And so what we would do is stay there, and then in the morning, well, at some point, I would transition over to a hotel in Madison, which is the church is a couple miles south of town. There's a highway, there's an interchange on the north side of the interchange. There's a couple hotels, and there's Wendy's and a McDonald's. So, yeah, we go to the hotel. I have a bunch of videos, so hopefully I would just kind of spend the next day, which is supposed to be thunderstorms all day, in the hotel, just uploading videos. I don't really have a whole lot to do. I wasn't going to resupply. Well, there is a campground I was going to resupply for 2 or 2.5 days to it's called the Osceola JR store, which is like 50 miles from Madison. So I don't know if there's a store here other than that. I don't think so. It's not in the guidebook. So yeah, so at some point I have to resupply for 50 miles. So, all right, that's about it. I'm just going to enjoy the nice evening. Hope I don't get harassed by locals. So, have a good night, and we'll see you in the morning.